I'm with the other part of the management team here in Simon Ray and Gary Powell. Congratulations, lads. Simon, I'll come to you first. How are you feeling after that?
Delighted, absolutely delighted, Jordan. I thought the boys, the way they responded, first and foremost, they got a brilliant start in the game again, a bit like last week, but I actually thought we were playing better than last week. But funny enough, as I was only saying to the boys on the line, when we had that momentum, we took our foot off it again and let Pal back into it. They were just getting a lot of people back and hitting us on the counter and transition, and we were being sloppy, leaving a couple of short and a couple of bad passes, and let them back into it. And we should have went in probably 3 or 4 up on our dominance in the first half. We only went a point up. But then from there on, I thought we controlled the second half. I really did. Other than their goal, and it was a sucker punch, really. But the way them boys responded, I think they got 5 in a row after that. It's a credit to them. And look, the boys that came in, the energy that they added. Jamie was superb. Adam Shaw with 2 brilliant points in the second half. Kyle Nolan thundered into the game. Liam Ryan done an unbelievable job, and Josh Egan. Fair play, Gar. And you have every one of them. I mean, you can't leave them all out. Every one of the lads are after contributing in some sort of shape or form right through the championship. So that's the best thing for me, for the group.
What was said at half time, Gar? Like, obviously Pal finished the first half stronger.
Yeah, I suppose we were just kind of reflecting on last week and being in a similar position and trying to learn from obviously coming back out into the second half. And we knew what we didn't want to happen was the same as what happened last week, not scoring for 28 minutes. That really kind of killed us last week. So we just asked the boys just to kind of step up, start running again for each other, which is probably what we stopped doing again in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and just start looking for the ball again and just do the simple things. And it seemed to come off then that the boys took control of the second half much more than last week. And the energy levels were higher. Lads coming off the bench again, there was much more strength and depth on the bench there to come in this week and finish the game. And we talked about it all week. We talked about that, having the value of wearing that jersey and not just a 1-15. And it just brought a lot of more, team play into it today that we didn't have last week.
A lot of scores from all around the pitch. You mentioned Adam Shaw came in at half time there, or into the second half. Thought 2 boys in the middle were very good in Keelan and Owen Myers.
Yeah, they were, and Jesus, Owen's goal, you look at the timing of his run, and we're always on about that when we're training and doing that. The timing of his run and the pass for his goal was incredible, and then the finish, the execution is class. But they were on top, I think, kind of probably right throughout the game, along with Kyle beside them, and there was a brilliant spread of scores. I think Jamie got 3 scores, Ronan tipped in with 2 from playing. He kicked 2 really, really good frees in the second half as well. His work rate was really good. Adam chipped in with his couple of points. Adam Shaw, Kyle I think had a couple from play as well. So there was a brilliant spread of scores. So Pal weren't just tying down 1 or 2 lads, so we had a right throughout the team. So that's what you need. That's what you need in finals. You want lads to step up, and one of the things we spoke about just out there was not having a regret waking up tomorrow wishing I should have done this or I should have done that. And in fairness to them, they didn't have any regrets out there. As I said to you, after the half-time talk, and it was pretty calm. There wasn't really, Gary alluded to it, was really just going back to basics and start doing what we did well in the first 15 or 20 minutes of the game. And they're a good, intelligent group of lads, you know what I'm saying to you. I think a lot of them have really good game understanding. So once you kind of get the message to them, they're pretty calm. But I thought that second half performance in them conditions as well was excellent.
Last question then. Yeah. Just looking at that squad of players, any one of them could be starting 1-15. How difficult is it for you as management to pick a starting 15 and keep those lads motivated on the line?
It was massive, like the challenge of that championship, regardless of who you've got working with you, just the timing of it. Lads in college, lads working, we had 36 lads on paper. We had 7 minors come into that squad, and it was very, very challenging trying to keep them all happy. But we tried to be as fair and as honest as we could with lads. If lads were committed, they got rewarded, and that was the kind of what we wanted them to value out of it. It didn't really matter whether we were a minor or you were coming back down off a senior panel. If you were willing to put in the effort, you were going to get rewarded. And we showed that throughout the games, that I think every player got game time through this championship, regardless of what age group they were coming from or what status they thought they had in the club. And I think that was the thing when the guys started realising that. They said there's no kind of free ride here. There absolutely none. And I think they bought into it, and I think that was the reward from today, that we had lads coming onto the bench, off the bench, and playing as well as they did today.
Okay, brilliant. Lads, enjoy tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks, John.